Hey, this is T Styles, and we are going to be doing my Money Talk segment today. We're going to be talking about 7 mistakes authors make when marketing their books. I provide writers with content on how to self-publish, market, and publish their books. So if that interests you, please like and subscribe right now. And I'm looking at my notes. Marketing, for some reason, is always the last thing that writers consider when they're writing their books. They know they want the book to be done from the beginning to the end, but they don't really give any attention into what's needed during this process or before the process. And as a result, they finish this book, release it to the world, and wonder why they don't get the acclaim that they thought they were going to get. So I'm going to give you some mistakes, and hopefully these mistakes will clear up some things so that you can prepare now instead of waiting to the last minute when your book is complete. Number 1, having unclear goals without a plan. So what I'm speaking about right here is writers will say, okay, I know I'm going to upload my book to Amazon. I know I'm going to reach out to book clubs. I know I'm going to reach out to vendors. But when you're creating a marketing plan, you want to be more specific. You want to say how many books do you want to sell on Amazon within the first month? Which specific book clubs are you going to approach? Which specific vendors or distributors are you going to approach? You want to have these things in advance so that you aren't running around with your head chopped off trying to make the sense out of how you're going to move your book. The second thing writers do is when they market their book, they immediately go to social media. And I want to remind you that social media is for being social. So if you're using that as your primary source of marketing, it has its aspects, meaning that it can possibly work, but your approach is going to have to be different. When I'm on social media, on Facebook, I'm actually building a relationship with my readers because my readers are there. So I'm making sure that I let them know that I see them. We always have a good time. So I'm building my bonds. On Instagram, I'm providing value. I'm giving writers specific tools that they can use to write, market, and publish their books. So that's how I go about my plan on those 2 platforms. At the end of the day, they're getting value from me. So you want to remember that when you're on social media, that the objective is to show up for your base. Even if you don't have a base in the beginning, if you are consistent enough, you will have one. So social media must be social. Folks don't like to just be told, I got a new product or service. They want to see who you are. Once they know, like, and trust you, they will buy from you. Number 3, not marketing their book early enough. The moment you know you're going to write a book, what I always do is just get my actual cover to. I don't care how far it is in advance. Start telling people, vendors, distributors, and libraries that you have your book. So when you are publishing a book, especially if you don't have a base and you don't take advantage of time, you're doing yourself a disservice. So not marketing early enough is definitely number 3 on my list. Number 4, failing to connect with other writers. Trust me, if you have a relationship with other writers, not only are you able to get some insight on what it is that they do, you'll realize that the frustrations and things that really get you going are not just based on you alone, that you aren't alone. So that is one of the main reasons why I suggest writers consider connecting with other writers in their marketing plan. But also other writers can actually help build your book. I remember quite a few of my titles and the real relationships I had with writers, they would just mention it to their readers. And as a result, I was able to use or make a relationship with some of their readers, and they followed me and they subscribe and they support me to this day. So connecting with other writers will do amazing things for you, especially when you are coming at it as an approach of, I'm really here to help you win. And as a result, they'll make sure that you win also. Number 5, number 5, writers forget that being an author is a business. Do you have your back office things in place? Are your accounts set up for specific distributors that will be able to push your book through certain markets? For instance, in my mega page-by-page book planner, which is actually on my website at the Elite Writers Academy, the link is in the bio, I have listed the exact places that you want to make sure you upload your book to upon release so that you aren't all over the place. that is how you handle your business. You know, when you get these things done in advance, and that goes for creating an LLC if you're going to do that, it alleviates the hassle and the irritation that we have as writers of trying to have to do this stuff on the back end. Set up your author business as a business. Remind yourself that although you are creating, you're actually also making a product, and product has to be marketed in a certain way. Number 6, this is a big mistake authors make. They believe that Amazon will generate all of their sales. With the Elite Writers Academy, and if you don't know what that is, the Elite Writer Academy is where I teach people how to build their book businesses through story structure, marketing, and publishing. One of the things I remind my students about over and over and over again is that they have to approach the libraries. The libraries are amazing resources for authors as well as self-published authors. There are libraries out there who really support authors, self-published authors, but authors don't do the small work of letting them know that they have a book available. So realizing that Amazon is not your sole focus will also put you ahead of a lot of your peers. What they're doing is they're going to Amazon or some of these other distributors that'll put the book everywhere, like Amazon. Some of the other places that are out there, there's so many ebook places out there, Smashwords. They'll upload it to one, break bread with them, so now their royalties are being cut down even more. And then they forget about the libraries, and it is a major issue. So believing Amazon is all you need is a big mistake authors make. Finally, not being clear on your target audience. I always consider who I'm writing to, not only when I write my book, but also when I market my book. I have a firm idea of what my reader looks like. As a matter of fact, because I've been writing now since 2006, I've written 93 books and counting. By the time somebody sees this, it may be 100 for all I know. I have an idea of what they look like. I know where they eat. I know what kind of music they like to listen to. I know where they go dress if they're in my area. I'm very clear on that. I'm going to give you a hint, and this is a tip that will help you get an idea of who your target audience is. Go to your characters. Your characters, the foods that they like, the music that they listen to, almost always resemble the readers who is actually supporting your book. So go towards that market, look towards them, and be clear on that. When you're thinking about that in advance, this will allow you to know where you're going to place your ads, where you're going to spend your time, when you're building relationships. You know that your readers enjoy a certain rapper or something like that. You may want to go to their Facebook page, build bonds there. It'll allow you to be able to direct your focus so that you have a clear plan. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like, subscribe, and share. And I want to hear from you. Comment. I give a lot of advice and a lot of information, and I want to see if it's working for you. All right. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.